Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer. Hip. Can you get a Bud Light delivered to your seat just like at the game? Yes. And will I still do my touchdown dance just like at the game?
Hot.
That is hot.
Hawk will be here in a little bit. He is tending to some needs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so, man.
Good for him. That's what I always like to do when I want initials at one time. It was fun. Good game today. It was very compelling. Sauce came out flying, and then Hawk just took control. It was nice to see. AJ, how are you?
I'm good. I did not show up for the initials game. My one claim to fame was slowing hockey down with skim milk, which is delicious, by the way.
Yeah, what does Ron Swanson say? The only thing he hates more than liars is skim milk because it's lying about being milk. That's a great bit.
I love skim milk.
I don't like milk at all. Let's be clear. I don't drink milk.
I can't tell last time I had actual dairy milk.
Really?
Yeah.
I drinking that other stuff.
Almond milk or
coconut
milk?
Yeah, I can't tell you last time. You're not supposed to drink dairy milk, right?
No, technically humans have adapted, evolved, one might say, to be able to digest dairy milk. It's not made for us. It's made for cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It turns
Take that,
little
Corey.
Calves and big, big, huge cows.
Right. Little
calves. Calves. Can I not say calves?
Little calves.
Calves?
Calves?
Calves.
You all right, babe?
I put too many L's in that. Calves.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
it.
just pronounced the L.
You're just trying too hard.
Calves.
Okay.
Okay.
Corey.
Yeah.
How's being quarantined?
You know what's weird is, do you remember when the stay-at-home order first came down? March, right? End of March, where the governor and essentially every state, of course,
Sure.
situation, basically all of us had to go home.
Yeah.
Well, like for us, we still got to drive to work, right?
Uh-huh.
There weren't anybody else seemingly on the road. There wasn't anybody else on the road, but you would still get up, drive to work, go to the building, then come home.
Yeah.
Those first couple of weeks, that transition with like the stores, with Target and grocery stores, were weird. But once we got to the point where you could leave your home to go to essential businesses like grocery stores, it didn't seem that bad, right? It was like, yeah, you're stuck at home, but you can still go out once in a while. It's very different to not leave the walls of your home. It's super strange to feel like you're trapped because you literally can't see anybody else.
And
It's very strange.
when can you leave, technically? When you have a negative test?
Don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, because I was actually just going to text our bosses the exact same question. Like, what do I have to do to clear protocol to come back? Do I have to have a negative test? Do I have to have 2 negative tests? Does it have to be 14 days after we think I first had it? I mean, I don't know what the timeline is. I just know that I'm doing the van line on Sunday and then the power trip all next week from home still.
From home.
I don't know. After that, it'll be about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the plan is.
For those of you on the stream, we are aware that you can't hear Corey. We're working on that, but there was a great story that you just shared. I'm surprised that you got so vulnerable. That's really not like you usually.
Yeah, I'm shocked you admitted
You
went-
found who
you're-
again?
Yeah, you're going where on Sunday at noon?
Anyways, well, I mean, again, I think you said this the other day, Corey. It's just a testament to what this virus is, and it's just unpredictable. I mean, you guys were not like out and about. You didn't fly on planes. You didn't go out to the club and do anything where people were. You didn't go to a rally. You didn't do any of that. You were staying home. You were doing your thing. Your family has, I would probably guess to say, social distance more than most. And yeah,
We weren't perfect, of course.
sure, but
Clearly, we weren't perfect. Something happened, but I would agree. I think we are probably more isolated than most people. We see a couple of our neighbors once in a while, but we don't really mix it up. But the scary thing about sick. Like when I had a headache, I did see my sister, I saw my brother-in-law, I saw my niece, and I saw my 82-year-old dad. Even though I kept my distances because
Sure.
again I had a headache, and I'm like, I don't feel the best, so maybe I should just keep my distance. But we spent 20, or I should say, shouldn't say we. My youngest daughter stayed with my dad for 24 hours. So either she didn't have it, or she didn't give it to him, or I have no idea. But his test came back negative. So
Oh,
he
good.
doesn't have it.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, my sister doesn't have it either. So the people that we technically saw Saturday and Sunday, even though it was for a very limited amount of time, they don't have it. So that's super weird to me because, like I said, even though I barely saw them, they spent a full day with Harper.
Yeah.
So again, we have not done the COVID test with Harper. We just assume that she either gave it to us or she has it currently because the other three of us in the house do.
Right.
But I think it's super bizarre that she spent the night over there and most of the morning on Sunday, and overwhelmingly likely at that point, I clearly had it at that point because I bottomed out on Sunday.
Mhm.
And yeah, they didn't get it. So who knows? Whether maybe it's her. Because we've heard this, read a couple of stories or a couple of studies that say like kids that age that are like 6 or so, for whatever reason, are just not good at transmitting the virus.
Right.
So either she had it and didn't transmit it to her, or to them, I should say, or she just doesn't have it. One of
Right.
the two. Super weird.
Everything you're saying is the exact reason, or one of the millions of reasons why we don't have a vaccine yet. I mean,
Right.
they still don't have a good handle on this.
Well,
damn
just this
thing.
week,
Yeah,
we've
right.
got new information about
Right.
some of the antibodies, and I mean,
For sure.
what we know about it is changing on a weekly basis, which is why we just need to be smart. And I'm not saying you weren't smart, Cor,
Yeah.
but like we just continue to need to be as careful as we can without ruining lives and doing things like that.
All
so
you can
just
do is
be
do
smart,
best.
be
Yeah.
kind to people, and
Yeah.
let them do what they want to do.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, you're dying.
I think I've said this about 4 times since we talked about this first on Thursday. I was convinced that I had COVID, and then the test came back positive. But man, think about this. This is I think, in the big scheme of things, a super mild case. 10% of what Zach went through, maybe not even that. And it's unbelievably annoying, right? And I have a mild case of it, and I've heard people, they feel like they maybe have a cold for a day and they get over it. It's been super weird, and I've been now sick off and on for 5 days. It's just very strange. It's not debilitating. It's not like life or death. But it's an absolute pain in the ass. And I know everybody experiences it differently, but I can tell you I have 3 of us in this house: 15, 35, and 40. Only if she's 5'3". But those are 3 different age ranges, and we're all in different parts of our life, and all of us are dealing with the same kind of wave. So I don't know how it works, but the 3 of us seem to have the same level of COVID here. So I don't know if that part is transmittable either, where it's like, who knows? I have no idea.
Vikings game. So
That's what we talked about during the break. That
yeah,
he missed
exactly.
out
That's,
on. Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
Corey's been talking about this whole time. Zach is still trying to figure it out, but he can't figure it out. And if he can't figure it out, none of us can figure it out.
Yeah.
So you
Bye,
go take the
Corey.
weekend off.
I'll talk to you guys on Monday morning.
Sounds good, buddy. Take
All
care.
right, babe.
There goes Saucy. Or no, that's Corey. You're
No, I'm
Sauce.
still here.
Sorry.
Corey.
All right, did you
Yeah.
drop him?
Everybody on the podcast. I just turned him off on the board.
Yeah, he gone.
All right. So what do we think the real story is? I mean,
I think we all know where he got it.
Yeah, I mean, Hockey and I have texted back multiple times where we think he got it.
I actually have video of him getting it
Oh, wow.
Oh.
and COVID.
you went to church too?
Yeah, you got Zach's phone?
That's exactly right. Yeah, man. You know what? It's so weird though because from my perspective of the whole situation, I was
Sorry.
driving back from Duluth on Sunday when he called me. Mm-hmm. And again, I've worked with Corey for 19 years now. I can't tell you the amount of times he's called me and said I'm sick. Not very many.
Right,
Maybe
yeah.
less than a hand.
He has always
Yeah.
claimed the immaculate immune system.
Yeah, right.
Or he has in the past, he'll let you or I know.
Sure.
like a couple.
Maybe
like
there's a chance I'm not
day
feeling
ahead.
good. Yeah, right.
He just lets us know, like,
Yeah. He just said, I'm not going to be able to work tomorrow. I feel like hell. But I don't think I have COVID, is what he said. So, again, another example. Who knows?
Well, people are coming in with their ideas. They're chiming in.
Of how Corey
How he got it.
got the COVID?
Isaac says there was an outbreak at the Spearmint Rhino.
Oh, well, that would...
he definitely wasn't there.
No.
Dan wants me to lose my mic.
Sounds delicious.
Fuck you, Dan.
Good line.
Dan
though.
Kratzy.
He's funny. That's a funny line.
Yeah,
man.
a lot
a
of
funny
people
line.
wish. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Not everybody gets to be told to fuck off by Sauce, so congratulations.
No,
Dan.
a lot of
Well,
people.
actually,
do.
everybody
Yeah.
does. It
It's
wants
his
to
new
fuck-
ringtone.
Yeah, right.
Fuck off.
John Tucker lays in. He just says Hawks crank in all caps.
Oh, thank you. I guess, or maybe
That is going to happen on Fan Line.
What?
When did that? How did Tank for Hawks crank or asking about the size of
Who
your
knows?
penis become a thing on Fan Line?
It was just week one, and then it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what
Did you
else are
guys
we
talk
gonna
about
talk
it
about?
on Monday? Like,
of course.
it happened that Sunday, and you guys talked
I'm going to
yeah.
encourage the hell out of it.
What did somebody say on Fan Line or not?
The last one that I heard, and I was driving home from my trip to Indiana that I had to abandon, and I just came out of a gas station after getting some water, and I came out and I got in my truck. I turned back on iHeartRadio, and I heard the guy say 2 good points about the game. And then lastly, he said, something like, I still think we should tank for Hawks crank. And then he was gone. I'm like, yeah, I got him. Woo!
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't mean to encourage it, but keep doing it, guys.
No.
Do it as much as you can. Who cares? There's a couple other shows on this station that probably would love it if you called their show as well.
Well, it's not your job to screen the phone
I
calls.
don't-
I mean, there's
can't-
people for that.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
boy.
content, man. There's
Yeah.
people want to do different things.
People
and
want to talk about your penis.
Some of them want to tank for Hawks crank.
That guy's brilliant. Hawks crank is more exciting than Vikings football.
Well, you haven't seen it.
I agree with this one. That's ridiculous.
What's that say?
It's not spelled right. Why was there no Sean Mendez clue?
That's spelled right.
Sean Mendes.
Who's that? Is that Levy?
Lee Lalsvik.
Leave Alsvik,
Hi,
everybody.
Levy. Yeah, she's outside the door looking in right now.
Hey,
You can't see
you
her.
want to
though,
watch? Go on
But we can.
our social media.
Hey, a complete left turn. Guys, you know something about me. I'm not good at spending money or saving money. I'm even worse at saving money than I am at spending money.
Yep.
I have till August, I think, until. Is that better?
Yeah, because it's like
Is it like that?
it's
Anyway,
like right up against her mouth.
we kissed earlier, so it didn't get to matter.
No, I don't care about that.
Okay,
'cause,
cool.
Yeah,
He just wants you to look cool.
Yeah, right.
yeah, I
Thank
don't want
you.
you
I
to
appreciate
yeah,
that.
I don't want you to get
I
COVID
haven't
and
found,
look
by the way,
dumb.
I haven't found a mask that fits my face.
No, none
at
of
all.
them fit mine because
Not
it's
a
too fat.
single
My
one.
beard's gross.
No, but I
Here,
digress.
pinch the nose right there too. That'll fit better. You, Paul. Not
You.
They put in
yeah.
they put in like a pipe cleaner, like a little piece of aluminum in the top of those disposable ones to fit your face better.
I like wearing the disposable ones. I
They're,
don't know why.
they're
They fit
just,
the best,
They
yeah.
are the best. They
Yeah.
just are,
Yeah.
yeah. Except for the KFN ones, which are great.
I was saying, like, 'cause I got that trip in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What?
And my first purchase, I was really excited. My first purchase for the trip, and I'm like,
Lube.
it's getting real. And then I realized it's freaking a box of masks. And how weird is that? Like,
Yeah.
you have
Right.
to.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were
Funny
saying sorry,
point.
Chris.
No, that's okay. No. So my lease on my truck is up in August. And I'm not sure if people are fans of leasing automobiles. It's the first time I've ever done it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you do it? Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys. I'd never done it, but I've always bought them before, and this time just it made sense, and so I leased my Ram. And the last 3 things I've purchased were Ram trucks. I love them, but this damn Jeep Gladiator, the Jeep truck. Do you guys like those at all? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
So
Scooby
does it look like a
has
one.
Wrangler,
Yeah, yeah.
a Wrangler with a bed?
That's exactly what
right?
it is. It's a Wrangler with a
Scooby
bed.
has one.
Yeah, I'm really flirting with those sons of bitches right now, man.
we saw it at the
Auto show.
At
the auto show, and you were like, "I need this."
Yeah, and the basic ones are fine. When they're done up, and that's one of the things I've been finding out about the Jeeps is they're sort of like Harleys in that you can decorate them
Right.
in any way. It can become your
That's
truck.
part
and
of
look
the appeal,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm finding
Yeah.
out. I had no
you
idea.
should get one.
I think I might. That might be
Yeah.
where I'm going.
This thing's look sweet.
They're super awesome when they're
Yeah.
done up. And
You don't need to. Are they similar price? I mean, are they?
yeah, they're a little more.
35.
Yeah, a little more. Not horrible.
Sure.
A little, and again, you can spend as much on them as you
Right,
want.
right.
But my wife had a Wrangler a long time ago, and it was a 2-door. I shouldn't even say a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. And it was a fine truck. You know, they're Jeeps. They're supposed to be tough trucks.
Right.
The thing I didn't like that much about it was it didn't have all the creature comforts, you know?
Oh, okay.
It was pretty basic inside. These things, man.
You should get one.
Society has
everything,
changed. I mean, that's almost an
absolutely.
essential
Everything
in
you
new
want.
vehicles.
Can you take
yeah.
the doors off this one?
Yeah,
You can,
you
man.
do everything with
Why
it.
Yeah.
the fuck you need doors anyway?
That's what I keep
like
saying.
That. Fuck the door.
Fuck the doors.
I've said that for a while.
This is the end.
Well, I got
you
hit
light
the
my
other
fire.
day, and I was glad that there was a door.
You got hit?
Yeah, nothing terrible, but
You got in a car crash?
yeah. Yeah, it was the night that we had the snowstorm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I broke the snowblower. Had to go up to Rogers to the John Deere dealership up there to get
Yeah,
a new
sure.
shear pin.
Yep.
And on my way back, I was 2 blocks from home.
Oh, of course.
2 blocks from home. My wife had already told me, you shouldn't go out. I trust you. I don't trust everybody else.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. You
Which
know, we
is
hear
a
it all
nice
the
way to
time.
say she doesn't think you're a good driver.
Right. And I'm like, I've never been in an accident. I've never done this. I pull out all the stops,
all
right? 2 blocks from home, and some idiot blows a stop sign. We're in Osseo, so it's 20 miles an hour, snow, whatever. Runs right through a stop sign and hits my driver's side door. And I was just like, I was more mad.
Hit your driver's side door.
Yeah, because I had a right away no stop sign on one of the residential streets, and he blew right through his.
Ugh.
And I was more mad that I was gonna have to go home and get the I told you so than I was that I got to
Yeah,
go
right.
through all this with
Sucks.
insurance
Right.
and get this repaired
Yeah.
and do all that. And now I can never say I've never been in an accident.
Yeah,
like
right.
all these things
Changed
that I
everything.
lost in that split second, and it was a gigantic I told you so. Like,
Oh, yeah.
but she didn't even do it though. She just kind of had the eyes.
didn't have
She tilted
to.
her head. and
Shouldn't
she's
have
like,
to.
Her eyes said, "I'm not going to say it, but I said it."
We
Like,
both know.
Right? Yeah.
I told you
So
so.
it was anyway.
Thank
I
God you
should've
kept
known.
your doors on in
Right.
the middle of that snowstorm.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if you're going to be driving this in the winter, Hawk, make sure your doors are on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, shut up, Sarge.
Listen, I've got snowmobile suits, and
That would be pretty
it would be
badass.
pretty cool to be driving
Hell
around,
yeah,
no
would,
doors
yeah.
on, full-on snowmobile
I would
suit.
in college. I had a scooter, just a little 50cc
Sure.
Kimco scooter.
Yeah.
that was my vehicle. I didn't have a car, and I drove that to work all through the winter.
Did you really?
From Bethel to Applebee's all through the
Oh,
winter.
yeah.
And I would just bundle up and put one of the layers I would wear was rain gear.
Yeah.
Because it would cut the wind.
course.
That's the most important part.
Hell yeah.
And if it wasn't snowing, like actively snowing, obviously the roads aren't quite as good because there's sand and whatever. But I'm taking back
Sure.
roads and going slow.
Yeah.
But I was fine. And then at night, I vividly remember this because you close at Applebee's. It's like 1 a.m. You're scooting home, and it started to just like snow globe snow. So not like heavy, dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
But the headlight, you can control it with a little trigger, and probably like a motorcycle.
Okay, yeah.
And you turn your brights on or brights off, and brights on. And it felt like you're driving the Millennium Falcon because the lights are catching the snowflakes, and it looks like
That's
you're
the
going into
best.
light speed. It was
Yeah.
it was like,
Best.
That's the
but-
best, man.
no, that was my vehicle. I drove
Yeah.
it through the winter.
So long story short, Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah,
That's
get
what I'm
one.
thinking. And it's called a Gladiator.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta
Right?
get
In the
one.
wintertime, I should be driving around with no doors on and a loincloth.
And, yeah, and
that's-
just your dong hanging out.
Well,
Sit like
I'm going to need
this.
surgery for that.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Just met her.
Zach, calm down.
Well,
Sure.
and right, you could this week you could
Yeah.
pre-buy your stuff at Radco 10% off
There you go.
and start souping that thing up
Start
before you even
souping
own
it up,
right?
man.
Soup it
Yeah, I
up.
know. And, as I get older here,
So what happens to a leased vehicle when you add stuff on?
it goes with the vehicle or you take it
Or
off
you
and
take it
replace it
off.
with the
I mean,
original.
you could
Yeah.
pay to
For
have
sure.
Yeah.
it put back
Yeah.
to basic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, that's another thing about the lease vehicle that I've never done before, and I don't know how to. So when it runs up in August, do I just like drive back over there and
Yep.
give it to them?
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
gonna
Yep.
Are they gonna be mad at me for the fact that it smells like farts in there and
Give
stuff?
it to
No.
'em.
They'll
Yeah,
Oh, is
just,
that right? Just give it to them.
you freaking
Here
throw them
you
the
go.
keys and
just
say,
drop it off.
Yeah.
Here you
That's
go.
literally all you do. And
Here you
they'll
go,
look
guys.
over it and they'll go, all right, here.
Actually, don't even drop up the keys. Just keep them in the truck, pull
Just
up to
keep
the
it
front
running.
door,
Say-
and just call them as you're leaving.
yeah, as your
That sounds-
gladiator
Yeah.
ain't away.
That sounds like a great
How
idea.
many miles is it from here to Indiana home? Approximately
1,200.
1,200.
Yeah, something like that.
You're going to end up dropping your car off in August, and you're going to be about 1,100 miles over because you had to go down and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
had been exposed to COVID.
And I
That's
may-
going to be the difference.
I may be grossly either underselling that or overselling it. I can't even tell you how many miles it is. I just know that
Sure.
it's 11 and a half hours.
Right.
And I drove 9 of those and then turned around and drove back. Yeah.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, that was crushing for me and for my parents.
I'm sure.
As you can imagine.
Oh, my God.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. But,
That's, yeah.
it's just that, yeah, that's I'm not even close to being the worst story out of all this stuff, but that's the kind of thing, man.
Right.
You know,
And
geez Louise.
You mentioned today that movie trailer
Yeah.
for COVID-23.
Did you watch
whatever.
it?
I did. Kind of loosely. Abby was watching it, and I was looking over her shoulder. But again, that's a little bit of like the polarizing end of the fear side of what could happen.
It's a scary
But there's
movie.
some reality to, like, we don't know what this is. It's
Who
already
knows?
mutating a little, and
Right.
we don't know. We don't have a grasp on it yet. So,
Yeah.
but it's a little too real for
Right.
Hollywood to be jumping in right away.
Which is another reason I need a Jeep Gladiator.
I'm gonna go
Get one.
500 miles.
I think I
Did
want-
you say round trip?
Yeah.
Not bad. 652 one way. So
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
1300,
That's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Which way do you take? You go around Chicago?
This time I went through Chicago on the way down because I was coming through at the right time that I knew I wouldn't hit the traffic.
Right. With traffic's back, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
even on
Yeah.
my way in this morning, it was
Yeah.
I couldn't go as fast
we
as I
saw a
wanted
lot
to
of
go.
traffic
Yeah.
yesterday.
But on the way back, then I took 74 over and 39 up.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
What's that? What do you?
No, I was admiring your choice of direction.
Thank you very
Zach's
much.
really into maps.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice
maps.
job.
Yeah,
He
I'm
really
not-
does. That's not a joke. He does.
He's a topographer.
I'm always looking at maps.
It's early in the in Zach's power trip history, but I mean, this is the guy who drove to see the damn eclipse and it rained.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
How far
remember
did you
that.
drive for that? You think my drive was a waste of time?
Well, that drive was a giant waste of time.
How far did you go?
It was
for real?
Iowa, right?
I got. It was Missouri.
Missouri? Yikes.
I got. It was. Not Jefferson City. It was at St. Joseph,
Okay.
and it's the closest Waffle House to us.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I
yeah.
got Waffle
That
House.
makes
So
it
that
worth
makes it
while.
almost worth it. Sure.
And we were talking about doing exactly that just to go get Waffle House.
to go get
but
Waffle House anyway. Yeah, we were going to do that. Yeah.
not Minnesota.
Man, I did. By the way, I mentioned it as you're looking that up. I am serious about a guy's trip to Deadwood. It's
Yeah.
so much easier than
yeah.
a guy's trip to Vegas.
Right.
We could actually drive if we wanted.
Well, and that's the kind of vacations that are perfect right now.
For sure.
Because not everybody, you can fly if you want to, but not everyone does feel comfortable flying.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
that's the perfect distance where it is drivable. It's a
Sure.
ways, but it's drivable, and you get what you're looking for in an escape, in scenery,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
everything.
Everything. I mean, literally, I have the Suburban.
The casino
which
stuff, yeah, sure.
Sits 9 people, relatively comfortable,
Right.
8 pretty comfortably.
Right.
Yeah.
We could put, everybody. Literally, the show ends, the podcast ends.
Right.
Everybody jumps in the Suburban.
Put Corey in a bubble.
Corey can't come. We had to.
Corey'd fly.
Oh my God, is that part of his COVID?
Yeah, that's part of the reason he's all backed up.
God, Zach.
That's exactly right. Yeah, right. Which makes him question the whole "I have 2 kids" thing. He doesn't understand it. But anyway, so we get off the show. We drive there. We get there. We still got the party on Friday night. We got Saturday morning to sleep in because don't mess with my sleep on Saturday morning, right? We party all day Saturday. We get up Sunday morning. We drive back. Easy.
Let's do it.
And it's a hell of a thing for the show, and we get away. It's a guys' weekend.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm done.
I would love to do it.
Think of the Monday show after that.
Can you
that
imagine
trip.
the stories
The
we would have?
stories, yeah.
Right.
Right.
And none of us would be in here because we don't have COVID. But it'd be awesome.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now, it'd be great.
Zach could be here by himself. Well, Zach and
No,
Corey.
I
Actually,
won't
it'd be
be.
Zach and Corey.
I won't be here in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah.
But
for sure.
definitely we should do that.
I think it'd be fun, man. We need to do more stuff like that because, we always say life is show prep and we never see each other outside of this room.
Right.
We have nothing to talk about.
Right. And in the history of the show,
Yeah.
and I'm judging from the outside, it feels like it's about as good as it can be with people liking each other.
For sure.
You know,
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Nobody hates anybody. Nobody,
Nope.
we can all be around each other.
Yeah.
Outside of one
You weren't
little
here
fisticuff
yesterday,
during a
obviously,
commercial
but
break or
right,
what.
Yeah.
Right. One unprompted attack. Jesus.
Other than that, I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
talking, we're good.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd just be fun to have stories again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be good.
we get Suavid to go.
For sure. And,
Yeah.
Deadwood would be so appreciative to have us. And obviously, it's
Let's
a dumb
do
thing
it.
to say, but we could get rooms and probably get them to give us our own, gathering area and stuff. So
Let's do it.
There's a lot of bars that we hung out in when we
Right.
went to Sturgis up in Deadwood, where there's a whole entire bar stocked that's empty almost all the time when Sturgis is not going on.
Oh,
We
really?
could probably
It's
get
worth
them
it for them to do that, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do
And we
that.
get Sweeto Burrito.
Oh, God damn it.
The truck is closed, and I don't know if they have it in the wintertime. We'd have to look that
Oh,
up.
fuck you then.
Fuck
What'd he
you
say?
too, Sauce.
Wow.
Oh, okay, on that note.
Piece of shit.
Jeez.
Are Ben and Rosie here?
Brilliant.
Too soon.
Okay, bye.
How much time have we done?
We did 24-ish minutes.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great Halloween, and thank you to Bud Light Seltzer so
Yeah,
much.
thank you, Bud Light Seltzer.
And thank you to everybody who listens to the show and watches things and does things. And we'll talk to you on Monday. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
When you finally try Bud Light Seltzer, your taste buds will thank you. In their own special taste bud way.